Doctor Who Thin Ice, the third episode of Series 10, is written by Sarah Dollard and starring Peter Capaldi, Pearl Mackie and Matt Lucas. Continuing from the previous episode, Smile, this shows the Doctor gets his companions to make decisions like he did in Cold Blood and Kill the Moon. However, this time the Doctor takes a different approach and left his companion to solely decide on what to do. This time the Doctor offers advice and encouragement to help his companion decide. Apparently one of the unmade Season 27, the classic era, was called Thin Ice, featuring the Ice Warriors, which later got adapted to Big Finish, The Lost Stories. The Doctor and Bill realises where they are, and I love the line that TARDIS has dresses and likes a bit of trouble, and Bill thinks she'll low-key in love with the TARDIS. Peter Capaldi and Pearl Mackie, as always, are fantastic. I love their chemistry, and I like the clothes they're wearing in this episode. As the Doctor bumps into the guy carrying a basket of fruit, and he drops the fruit at Thin Ice, he reveals there's a creature under there, which alerted the TARDIS. The bit where a drunk man walks onto the thin ice unaware of a sign and there's few lights under the ice moving towards him and he disappeared in the fog is pretty effective. And I love the bit where Bill wonders what happens if she steps on Butterfly, would it change history? Same question that Martha Jones asked the Doctor in the Shakespeare Code. And also the Doctor jokingly mentioned his imaginary friend called Pete. As the Doctor and Bill watch the events, like a guy with a sword in his mouth and two men wrestling, they play heads or tails. The Doctor suspected he was cheating. As they're eating the pie, it makes me hungry for pie every time I watch it. Kitty asked the Doctor and Bill if they'd seen her dog, but it was to distract them while a boy called Spider nicks the Doctor's sonic screwdriver and outrun them. They think sonic screwdriver's valuable. We get an emotional and dark scene where Spider gets eaten. As the Doctor got his sonic screwdriver back, a kid dies, which didn't happen since Torchwood Children of Earth and Doctor Who's school reunion. As the Doctor asks Kitty questions, letting her know he'll help, Kitty points out that Bill is gone. We get a sad moment where Bill confronts the Doctor as she was traumatised. She never watched someone die before. She's already seen corpses in the previous episode as they're already dead. Seeing a corpse and watching someone die really does make a difference. Bill asked the Doctor if he ever killed someone. The Doctor said if he doesn't move on, more people will die. That's well written. I wish Sarah Dollard wrote more episodes, as she's a great writer. She's written Face the Raven and I think it's a great episode. I think Asiatu Koroma is great as Kitty, who's a 15-year-old girl living in London in 19th century. And I love the bit where the Doctor and Bill meets the kids, keeping them entertained and give out pies. Later, the Doctor and Bill jumped in the suits that Captain Cutler wore in Scooby-Doo. Bill gets sucked under the water, the Doctor dived in and Bill thankfully is still alive. We see a few small piranhas and a massive sea creature. The effects look pretty effective. As the Doctor and Bill got out the ice, they confronted the same guy who play Heads and Tails with. The Doctor and Bill questions Overseer using his psychic papers, saying that he's working for the palace. Overseer mentions that anyone who seemed suspicious since the ice was someone called Sutcliffe. Nicholas Burns played Lord Peregrine Sutcliffe, who's a businessman. The actor is nice in real life, but his character is evil. The actor really did a great job, and I love the bit that the Doctor punched him for saying nasty things to Bill. As a result, the Doctor and Bill tied up as they use sonic screwdriver disturbs piranhas. A guard noticed, he confiscated the sonic screwdriver which led to his death. The Doctor and Bill are free. The Doctor gets Bill to make a choice of risking everyone's life by setting a sea creature free. As Bill tells everyone to get out, we get an amusing scene where Sutcliffe uses the detonator but nothing happens, which must be awkward and frustrating for him. The Doctor uses sonic screwdriver and the ice breaks, the sea creature is free and killed Sutcliffe. The Doctor and Bill in the mansion bring kids there for tea, and I love the bit where the Doctor asks one of the kids' name, and it sounded like he said poo with his mouth full. It's really funny, but he's actually called Perry. And also when Bill one time said no shh, then cut to the next scene before she says a swear word. The Doctor and Bill arrive back in the Doctor's office. Nardole was cross as he jumped into a conclusion that they went off-world, but they didn't. In the end, Nardole is guarding the vault. As it's knocking, it really gives me the goosebumps. And that's where I thought that John Sims' master could be in there. So, that's Thin Ice. I really love that episode. It is one of my favourite historical episodes. What did you think of this episode? Let me know in the comments down below. Thanks for watching and see you in the next video.